I really do just want to pause and enjoy the thumbnail that I've created for this, which is just Allison getting her muff ate.
All right, Crispy Cole.
Yeah, Christy, he's under there, man. He's
He is in there.
he is delivering the Queen's justice. Okay, so before we are live, by the way, but I'm gonna turn this down just a little bit. So Matt, you keep an eye on our like TikTok stream and shit, and if you see like comments and shit
that are funny or insightful.
Yeah, well, like as we go along in between little things, we'll we'll read them out. So, all right, boys, are you ready to go? I'm gonna take that as a yes. But welcome. Oh, Chris, you're out of the shot. Get your ass in here. There you go.
Trying. It's really hard.
Welcome back to a special episode of the Jedi Enclave presents. Now, this is podcasting podcast, and we are bringing back a pastime at this point.
World-renowned miniseries.
Award Emmy-winning podcast featuring our series Buzzed Recap, which is we drink and talk about things.
Yeah.
And this week in particular, since tomorrow is the world premiere of House of the Dragon Season 3, we are going to recap. I'm going to recap from memory all of Season 2 of House of the Dragon. Now, so this is obviously based on George R.R. Martin's book, Fire and Blood,
yes,
which is an in-universe textbook. It was written by a maester, somebody, I don't remember the fuck his name is, and it's the whole history of the Targaryen family, right?
And how incredibly fucked up they are.
Yes, and it's he compiles 3 different sources, who are all a little unreliable in their own ways. So no one really knows exactly what happened unless you watch the show, which is like the official canon, right?
Yeah. The official canon that George R.R. Martin got pissy about.
He does not like this.
Points.
Yeah. So keep in mind that as we go along, we are talking only about the TV show, Season 2 of House of the Dragon. If we were to talk about the book, this recap would be like half an hour long because this part of the book isn't that big.
It's like 4 pages or something. Right?
Yes, I think it's more than that, but it's not that much. We are joined by our dear friends. First of all, my friend Matt and producer of the Jedi Enclave presents. This is podcasting podcast, Matt. And then,
do you ever regret making the title that long?
Nope.
Okay.
Well, that's the whole shtick, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of a mouthful. Also, I don't have to ever deal with anyone being like, "Hey, that's the name of our podcast."
That's true.
And also, my oldest friend from middle school, Joe, is here. And just as we said, we have our drinks. Which what are we drinking tonight?
Rum and Coke.
I got some Bacardi. Oh, Chris, goddamn. Okay. What are you drinking, boys? All right.
It's not that expensive. It's Sailor Jerry 92.
Oh, all right, cool. Matt, what are you drinking?
I got what's been sitting in my fridge for about 2 months. I got a White Claw.
Yeah. Okay, so in the Game of Thrones universe, who is most likely to drink a White Claw?
It would have to be a white woman.
The Aarons from the Vale would drink
Okay.
White Claws. Yeah, like
There
Jane
you go.
Aaron. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Like
So-
Tyrion would get into that.
No, he would not.
No.
No, Tyrion's way too highbrow for that.
He's an alcoholic.
He would drink White Claw
Yeah.
if there was literally nothing else.
Mhm.
But he is, he likes good wine.
He strikes me as a whiskey guy.
Yeah.
Like, the 80-year-old whiskey or whatever.
Yeah. And he could afford it too.
Mhm.
Okay, so we are very briefly going to do a state of the universe thing, and then we're going to get going because we have a lot of slides to get through and a lot of shit that happens. Basically in the first season, there is a succession crisis where Rhaenyra, which by the way, are the buzz recap for season 1 and 2. No, season 1.
Season 1's already on YouTube.
Yeah, so I assume that if you're here, you already know what happened in season 1. So
But very
spoilers.
briefly.
Yeah.
Rhaenyra, the princess, was presumed to be the heir to the kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
King dies.
Yeah.
On his deathbed, he mumbles to his wife something about the prince that was promised, and the queen thinks, oh, he means that he wants our younger sons to inherit.
Yeah.
And she goes to her father and tells him this, and he's like, well, god damn it, we're doing a
usurping. Yeah,
Yep.
we're doing this. We're doing a usurp. Yeah.
So Rhaenyra and her family have to flee to
Dragonstone. Well, they don't flee. They're already living there, but like Rhaenyra didn't know her father died, and they didn't know that Aegon, her half brother, was crowned king, right? And she finds out, and a conflict starts.
Yes.
And
because she's like, that's my kingdom, and
right.
Aegon's like, no, it's my kingdom, and she's like, well,
how are we going to settle this?
I got dragons, you got dragons.
Yeah.
Let's just mash our action figures
together. Let's go to war. The first blood of this war was drawn at the end of season 1, where Rhaenyra's son Lucerys was murdered by.
He's flying home on his dragon, and fucking Aemond
and his dragon
and
Vhagar.
His even bigger dragon pop up and just kind of munch.
Yep. So that's where we are. The tensions were already high. Lucerys Velaryon has been murdered.
And his mother is not too pleased about it, as you might guess.
Now, real quick, before I want to do a quick, let's take quick stock of who has what dragons, right?
I have a question before you get into this.
Sure.
I see 2 vague type of dragon names here. There's like the proper nouns, like the Melees and the Caraxes, and then you have like the literal descriptors, like Moon Dancer or Sea Smoke or Sheep Stealer. Where do those 2 types of names come from?
Those are proper nouns as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
But like, is there a reason that some are in an obvious fantasy language and some aren't?
No.
Oh.
I don't know. There may be.
Okay.
I didn't write these books, Chris.
Well, you're the expert here. I just thought I would ask a question that came to my mind.
That's actually, if you know, put it in the chat, because how do these fucking dragons get their names?
Like, I'm assuming the
like, is there a guy that names all of them?
The fantasy language ones are like from Valerian or something.
Well, those Dreamfire and Sunfire aren't High Valerian words, though.
Huh. I don't know.
Big mystery.
That's
Who
really
the fuck knows?
Weird.
Yeah.
George R.R. Martin, if you're in the chat, let us know.
Okay, so on Rhaenyra's side, which by the way, these sides are stylized as blacks and greens. I thought it's weird to me that we call them blacks. It feels weird, and I don't like saying it.
But it's the color they go with.
Right. So the blacks have. Oh God! See, every time I say it, I'm just like, oh no.
It's going to get even worse after the rum kicks in.
Yeah. So they have Melees. We're not going through. I will mention their riders, but I don't have pictures of them because they'll show up. As we go through the slideshow here, but Melees, whose rider is Rhaenys Targaryen, who is
the queen who never was.
Yes, who is was the king's cousin,
the old king's cousin before the one who died.
Right.
Right.
No. She's
Yeah.
She's King Viserys' cousin.
Okay.
Caraxes, big noodle boy, whose rider is Daemon Targaryen. Who is Rhaenyra's uncle husband.
Yeah,
uncle husband.
Uncle Touchy.
Yeah, Uncle Touchy, indeed. Then we have Syrax, who's Rhaenyra's dragon, who's a little princess. Both of them are little princesses. Moon Dancer, who's Baela's. Baela is one of the daughters of Daemon Targaryen and Laena Velaryon. And then Vermax, who is Rhaenyra's son's dragon, Jacaerys. The Greens have Vhagar, who is the queen of all dragons.
She's fucking huge.
She's enormous. She's the biggest living dragon. She's been alive for over 100 years. Sunfire is the usurper, which, by the way, this is a really good time to bring this up. The Jedi Enclave presents, now this is Podcasting Podcast, proudly declares for the one true queen, Rhaenyra Targaryen. There is no other true king. So when we refer to Aegon, it is the usurper piece of shit king. Okay. Anyway, his dragon,
the pretender.
Yeah, the pretender. Yes. The dragon is Sunfire. This apparently the most beautiful dragon in all the lands.
Okay.
Dreamfire is Helaena, who is Aegon's sister.
Oh, Bug Girl.
Yes. And then Tessarion, who we've not met, is the forgotten son of Alicent and Viserys that we didn't hear about until season 2 because he's been in Old Town or whatever.
Okay.
But his dragon's called Tessarion. To date, at the
start of season 2.
There are several unclaimed dragons. 3 of them live at Dragonstone. One of them is Vermithor, who's called the Bronze Fury, the second largest dragon in the realm. Silverwing, and then Seasmoke, who used to belong to Laenor Targaryen, or Valerian, sorry. And then we have Sheepstealer, who is who
just lives off somewhere stealing sheep.
He's in the Vale. Yeah. The Sheepstealer is a feral dragon, has never been trained or ridden by a human. So I'm sure that will never create problems.
Yeah. No,
okay.
Never.
Now, let's get going here. We open the season with every Game of Thrones fan freak the fuck out at the beginning of the season because it opens with the Stark family theme.
Oh my god, the North.
Yeah, and they're like, oh, it's... So we meet Cregan Stark, Lord of Winterfell and Warden of the North.
King of the North.
Yes. Well, no, not King of the North.
King.
That only happens a couple times. But Jacaerys is there to secure their alliance for the war to come. Yeah.
You know it's fucked up that they tried to kick my mom off the throne.
Yeah.
Just fucking come help us kill my half siblings.
Yeah.
Whatever relation they are.
Uncle, yeah.
Yeah.
So Cregan Stark is pretty much like, well, we swore to Rhaenyra that we'll never change. We're fucking Starks, and we'll die before we change that.
Ballin'.
The problem
By the way,
is...
winter is coming.
yeah. Speaking of which, by the way, Jace is like, great. So you guys are all going to march south, and he's like, no. All of our graybeards will march south. They are the oldest among us. It is our custom for them to go to war and not plan to come back so that they are not a burden on their family. And I will tell you that they'll fight 9 times as hard as any other man. So you are getting a pretty good deal here. And Jace is like, but you're so pretty. Why aren't you coming down too? And he's like, I have more important things to guard up here. And standing on the wall, Jace is like, I don't get it. And Cregan's like, I didn't think you would.
Don't worry. Like, give it couple centuries?
Yeah, right. So Rhaenyra has disappeared after the news of her son's murder. And Rhaenys, who is seen here...
I miss Rhaenys.
Yes.
Spoilers, by the way, but I miss her.
Rhaenys, who has been guarding the gullet in a blockade of King's Landing, comes back on her dragon, ready to take a little nap. And Daemon is like, Rhaenys, get back on your fucking dragon. We're going to go kill Vhagar, the two of us. And she's like, no, because that's not what the queen ordered, and I need to take a nap. And he's like, well, I am ordering you. And she goes, were that you were the king, and then walks off. And he's like, son of a bitch. It's a whole thing with Daemon. This entire thing, which is that he is desperate to do something, and probably to rule as well, but is constantly told by people he thinks he should rule not to do that thing.
Yeah.
And he gets really upset about it. We meet up with Corlys Valerian, who's the sea snake. He runs Rhaenyra's navy, and we find out that his this other guy here, Alan, was the one that pulled him from the water during a battle in the last episode. And then we're starting to notice these two guys kind of look alike. What the fuck is that about?
And also that one dude is very, very conspicuously bald.
Yeah. So this is the Queen Regent getting her muff ate. Now,
by none other than Sir Crispy Cole.
Yeah. Now, look, the reason I put this in is because Alicent's entire problem with Rhaenyra is that she got a little bit of dick on the side.
Yeah.
And here she is getting not right now getting a little bit of dick on the side, but it's
presumably.
Implied. Yeah. And so Alicent doesn't have the moral high ground that she thought
she hypocritical.
Yeah. Now her husband is dead at least, right? And Rhaenyra is just fucking a dude. I mean, her husband was gay. What else was she gonna do? You know? Okay. Now, this is Aemond Targaryen, who is one of Viserys' son. He's the younger brother of the king. A little bit of a psycho.
A little bit?
Yes. And
I'd say a lot bit of a psycho.
Now, he wants to be pretty involved in the war. And this is his big idea.
He's the Greens' answer to Daemon, essentially.
he thinks he's their answer to Daemon. He wants to be Daemon pretty bad, and you can tell by the way he dresses and he does his hair and everything.
Yeah.
He wants very hard to be Daemon. So this is his idea. We're gonna pull up the map of Westeros and Easteros. So this is King's Landing. This is the center of power in the realm.
Mm-hmm.
He wants to get a toehold in Harrenhal, which is right here.
Okay.
Right. It's a strategically important area in the realm. They take that. They have a better foothold against the blacks.
Sure.
Which, by the way, real quick. So this is Dragonstone. This is where Rhaenyra is based.
Yeah.
This is Driftmark, which is where Corlys and Rhaenys are based.
Yep.
And then people like Cragen Stark is up here at the Walrus, which is short for the wall. And then we have the area, the Vale, which is we'll spend a little bit of time there too. Okay, so this is his big idea. We're gonna go to Harrenhal. We're gonna set up our army, and then we'll be in a good position to fight. Right?
Sure.
Okay, let me switch back. Let me see if I can do this without
Breaking everything.
Yeah. Okay. This is King Aegon, who. The pretender Aegon, who looks in this picture like he's about to drop like something on Spotify with his bros.
It's not going to be good.
Right. Goofy little thing about Aegon is that he did not want to be king at all. And when they crowned him and he saw how much the small folk loved him, because his mother doesn't love him, that's fucking sure.
That's true.
Yeah.
Actually.
He was like, oh, someone loves me. Maybe I will be king.
Maybe this whole being king thing will be okay.
So he's got his two bros here that just follow him around and shout out like, cool names for him. And, he's like, hey, it's the fucking king. He's really cool. He also has two kids. What is their names? Jacaerys and Jaehaerys and the other one. So the whole point, Rhaenys tells Daemon, like, look, when I found out that my daughter died, I had to see it to believe it, right? And it wasn't until I saw her remains that I believed that she was actually dead. So first of all, it's worth pointing out the acting performance of Emma Darcy in this episode. She says one line in the entire episode, but gives one of the best acting performances we've ever seen in Game of Thrones.
It was amazing.
Yeah, it was really, really good. This is her finding the remains of her son and his dragon, and it is heart-wrenching, and the music is beautiful and everything. And she gets that moment where she confirms what she's been told: her son has been murdered.
Mm-hmm.
She goes back.
Your guys' camera feed is frozen.
Oh,
it's not.
It's not on our end, at least.
Oh,
yeah, it's not on our end. Yeah.
okay.
Not a huge deal either way. Just as long as the the thing is still moving. So Rhaenyra goes back to Dragonstone and says one line. She turns around and says, "I want Aemon Targaryen." And Daemon says, "Okay, well, that sounds like an order to me."
That can be arranged.
Yeah. So this is Luke's funeral with Jace and their little brother Joffrey, who is named after Laenor's late lover.
Mm-hmm.
So Daemon hears the words of Rhaenyra. I want Aemon Targaryen.
And he goes and puts on his murder hoodie.
He gets in his closet, he puts on his murder hoodie, and he sails all the fuck to King's Landing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he finds a guy that used to work for him in the City Watch and goes, "We're doing a son for a son. So I want you to go and find Aemon Targaryen, kill him, cut off his head, bring it to me." And he's like, "Well, what if we can't find Aemon? You don't want us to kill anyone else." And Daemon's like, He's like, "So you definitely don't want us to kill one of the little kids." He's like, You know what?
A son for a son.
Yeah, did I stutter? A son for a son. So, this is a shot of Daemon and Sir Crispy Cole trying to plan the war. So they want to go from King's Landing to Harrenhal, hit all the major strongholds, turn them to their side, and then gather their host as they go. And that's their big plan. So these guys that Daemon has hired, Blood and Cheese, one of them is a member of the City Watch, one of them is the castle rat catcher for the Red Keep. They use his like key card to get into the fucking castle, and they start looking around for Aemon Targaryen or whoever they can find. They don't find Aemon, but they find fucking Helaena, the queen, and her 2 little baby kids. And they're like, well, we can't find Aemon, so which one of these kids is a boy? Which one of these is your son? And she points her son out. And what they do next is fucking horrific. And I have to be careful about what I say on TikTok, because TikTok will get really upset about this. But they separate 2 pieces of anatomy, the head and the body, and they take the head.
And that kid goes to the Backstreet Boys reunion tour. Yeah.
And it's horrific, and the sounds, cause they start over the kid and then they pan away.
Like they pan away to Helaena, who grabs her other child and flees from the room, and all you don't see any of it, you just hear it.
Right. I can't understand.
Which is just as bad.
It is. It's yeah. In fact, I think probably better. Because it would be kind of gratuitous to show that, and that's what
even
a lot
for
of
Game of Thrones.
Right. Yeah. I don't know who would ever do this to Helaena. She's so sweet and pure and perfect, and it sucks. So yeah, she takes the kid and she walks in on her mother and Crispy Cole going at it. And
she's like, honestly, I don't really care about this, but
yeah, this is not the most important thing right now. Yeah. So the next the next episode, the castle is in absolute disarray. A prince has been murdered, and so they are locking everybody up. Aemon discovers that they were the murderers were probably after him, because he noticed that they were in his room, like fucking all of this stuff, and there's this fucking iconic shot of him holding up the coin over his good eye. Helaena is not taking this well.
Understandably so.
Yeah, it's pretty rough. She's really affected by this. Otto Hightower is like, we need to look, no one's saying this isn't a tragedy,
but we need to get every advantage out of this.
We need to capitalize. So we are going to parade this kid's body down the street in a parade and let everyone know the work that is Rhaenyra Targaryen, Rhaenyra the Cruel. And so they do that. They put the kid on. They sew his head back on. They because they catch the killer, right? Yeah. He was caught trying to leave the city with the kid's head in a bag, and so they're like, "So you killed him, right?" And he's like, "No,
I found this.
Yeah, I found it. Yeah,
it fell off a truck.
I'm holding it for a friend."
Which would beg the question: if you knew you couldn't meet up with the guy that paid you to do this thing, why would you keep running around with the head? Inside said bag? Why wouldn't you just throw it in a gutter and take off?
Yeah. It's not like he wouldn't be able to say. It's not like Daemon would say, "Well, no head. That didn't really happen." Like the whole realm knows that a prince was murdered. Like he showed me, like I was the only person you hired to do this, and it happened. So like.
The thing is, Joe, you might be overestimating the intelligence of Blood and Cheese.
Yeah, they're both pretty fucking stupid. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It just struck me. I'm like, why keep it?
Also, Cheese kicks his dog.
Oh yeah.
And I cannot forgive a man for that.
No,
so
that's horrible.
there is this scene where they put Blood in the prison cell, and they hand Aegon a mace, and they're like, "Go ahead, go for it." And he just beats him to death. I just put this in because I love this shot. This is of the funeral, or the funeral procession thing. This episode was shot. Most of the episodes are shot beautifully. This is the dead kid. Okay. So
I love Daemon's sassy look here.
So okay, can you guess what this look is about?
Look, you said you wanted Aemon Targaryen.
What is happening here is Rhaenyra is pacing around the table going, "Who would do this?" Who would hurt a little baby? Who would do this to Helena of all fucking people? And Rhaenys looks over at Daemon and he's like, I don't know. Who would do this?
Into the background. He's like, I gotta go.
Just kind of nudges his murder hoodie under the table.
I do love this. He gives Rhaenys a look like, yeah, okay, it was me.
I mean, obviously, who else would it have been?
Yeah.
It'd be great if he just stretched real quick and he's like,
no,
he walked out of the room.
Yep, I'm gonna hit the old dusty trail. You guys have a good night. There's a conversation afterwards where like Rhaenyra notices the look they're giving each other, and she looks at Daemon. She's like, "You did not do that." And he's like, I might have. So they go. She's like, "All right, in the bedroom right now." And Daemon's like, "Yes." And she's
Not
like,
for that day.
"It is not that."
He's like, "Oh."
So she's like, "I can't trust you. You're fucking crazy. You obviously want to be king. And I don't know what to do with you." And he's like, "You know what? I'm not being bossed around." So he puts on his armor, he jumps on his fucking noodle boy, and he's like, "I'm going to Harrenhal. Fuck you guys, I'm leaving." So
going on a hallucination vacation.
Yep. Yeah, in the like the Scooby-Doo style haunted mansion that is Harrenhal.
Fucking spirit journey.
This is so there are two knights called Eric and Eric who are twins. And for some reason, their parents named them Eric and Eric. This is Eric. He's on the green side. His brother Eric is on the black side.
I'm sure this won't be confusing at all.
Crispy Cole. I also just realized I think all the shots I have of Crispy Cole are not of his face.
Which is fine. He deserves no
The first
less.
one was in Allison's crotch, and all the other ones he's turned around. I'm starting to wonder if that's because I really hate Crispy Cole. So anyway, he's like, you know what you could do to really like prove your bravery? You could go and pretend to be your brother and break in at Dragonstone and kill Rhaenyra. And he's like, that's the dumbest shit ever. He's like, well, have fun doing it. And so he's like, okay, whatever. Okay, you're gonna notice a lot through the season. Jacaerys Valerian Prince pouts a lot over here. This is him complaining about not like Rhaenyra. Since her other son died on Dragonback, she doesn't want Jace to die on Dragonback. So she's like, you can't go and do anything. You can't you need to stay here in a jail cell, protected by guards.
You need to secure the succession.
Yeah, and this is his betrothed Baela. Who is the only one of their sisters who has a dragon. Her sister Rhaena doesn't. And they also talk a little bit. There's a really sweet conversation here where she's like, "Look, I know Harwin Strong was your dad. I don't really care. Like, you're so fucking hot, it does not matter." So we learn that Aemond has a little bit of a fetish weird side where he likes to be coddled by a woman who is much older than him that reminds him of his mother.
Because his mother certainly doesn't love him.
Yeah,
so.
or either of them. Honestly, she doesn't. The only kid she loves is Helena. Like she caresses Helena's face. She's like, "You are perfect.
Oh, you're perfect.
You're perfect.
You're beautiful. I love you so much."
Yeah, and then she looks at Aemond and Aegon. She's like, "You fucking idiots! Get out of my face." So the guy earlier that I showed you, Alan. This is his brother Adam, who's a shipwright. Who look, spoilers. They're both the bastard sons of Corlys Velaryon. I love how sweet Corlys and Rhaenys are. By the way, I love that they're getting old, but they still get freaky, and they love each other so much, and they're perfect.
They remind me of Adama and Rosalind.
Yes, that's perfect. A little bit of Battlestar Galactica there for people.
Although of the two, Rhaenys is definitely Adama.
That's fair. Yeah, no, that's fair. So, I'm pretty sure this is one of the conversations where Rhaenys is like, look, Rhaenyra is the only one trying not to go to nuclear war with all the dragons, and so like that's pretty cash money. That's why we should support her.
It's nice to have a kingdom to rule over after all this is dealt with.
So somewhere in here, Mysaria, the White Worm, is like Daemon promises her that he'll free her if she gets him into King's Landing to order the hit on the kid.
Yeah.
And then he just fucks off without freeing her. And so she comes to Rhaenyra and she's like, "So Daemon promised me," and she's like, "Of course he did. Oh my god."
She's like, "Look, can I just be free now?"
Yeah, and and Rhaenyra's like, "You know what? Yeah. I don't have to uphold this promise. It doesn't serve me.
But I will.
Yeah, but I will, because it's kind of shitty that, a little bit of foreshadowing here. Adam sees sea smoke flying around, who does not have a mount, since Laenor is presumed dead. So they found blood.
Yes.
Right? But they knew that Cheese was one of the rat catchers. So Aegon, instead of doing like an investigation, just has all the rat catchers killed.
It is one way to be sure.
This does not go over well with the small folk.
No.
They don't love that. Oh my God, one of the best scenes in all of Game of Thrones. Otto Hightower, look, politically deviant as he is a genius, right?
Yes.
Walks in to his grandson, the king, and his grandson goes, Crispy Cole just did the coolest thing ever. He sent Eric to pretend to be Eric over to Dragonstone to kill Rhaenyra. Isn't that great? And Otto's like, no.
You fucking idiot.
That's so dumb. And then Aegon goes, well, you're fired. I'm letting Crispy Cole be the hand of the king. And he goes on this whole, like, Otto Hightower, who's played by recent fans, goes on this fucking monologue where he's like, you are so dumb and impulsive, and as many faults as Viserys had, he was wise and he was prudent, and Aegon goes, well, he's dead. And then Otto Hightower says, and we're the worst for it. So fine. Crispy Cole, who's not a single ounce of experience running a kingdom, fucking go for it. Yeah, like, you guys will be back begging me to come back. As Mysaria is going off to her freedom, she on her way out, she sees Eric.
Yeah.
And then she sees Eric step off the boat, and she's like, hold on a second.
A minute.
So
there's two Erics here.
Yeah, so Eric comes in and he finds Rhaenyra in her bed. But other Eric gets there first, and they have a fight that is so brilliantly choreographed that they have injuries done to the same parts of their body, and you can't tell exactly who is who in the fight. But it is presumed that Rhaenyra's Eric is the one that survives, that kills the other Eric. But he's so bereft by the fact that he just killed his brother that he sends himself to the Backstreet Boys reunion tour.
And it was like, that fight was so good too. It's like fighting yourself in a perfect version.
Yeah, and
I was just like, dude, this is so cool.
It is. They also made sure that, like, if one of them got cut on the arm, the other one got cut on the arm in the same place, so you couldn't tell who was who. And Rhaenyra is sitting on her bed the whole time, like, what the fuck is happening?
There's a parallel in that fight and how it's choreographed, I think, and how they tried to do Anakin versus Obi-Wan in Revenge of the Sith.
Okay.
Because, like, the idea there, at least, was that Anakin and Obi-Wan have the same fighting style because they train together. So.
Sure. So they cancel each other out a lot. Yeah. I get that. So Otto Hightower is like, your son's a fucking idiot. I'm gonna go back to Old Town and, like, try to support you from there, and I'll see you later, kid.
I'll try to unfuck this mess they've made.
Good luck with your dumbass kids, except for Helena. I love her.
Yes.
So we meet this psycho, who is one of the Blackwood boys. The Blackwood family for all time has been in this never-ending feud with the Bracken family, and
no one knows why it started.
Neither side knows why.
They just fucking hate each other.
But they get into a big fight at the Burning Mill. There's a big battle, and now the Blackwoods are for Rhaenyra, the Brackens are for the Pretender, and that's what happens to the Bracken guy. Eric and Eric are buried together. It's heartbreaking and devastating,
but also it's probably what they would have wanted.
Yes. The scene, like, Mysaria is looking out at Sea Smoke, who's just, like, flying around aimlessly.
Yeah.
And she's like, why is he doing that? And Rhaenyra's like, I don't fucking know. I guess maybe he's lonely. Maybe he wants somebody to ride him. So Rhaenyra sits Rhaena down, and she's like, look, I know that you are feeling really self-conscious about being the only person here without a dragon, and you're feeling useless, and, like, I don't value you. I need you to go away now.
That was perfect.
Yeah, but I need you to take my kids with you, because now that like we're sniping at each other's kids, I don't trust that they're safe here. So you are going to go to visit Lady Erin at the Vale, secure her support for my family. She just wants one of our baby dragons, who's not on the list, by the way, because they're not big enough to fly. So you drop off a baby dragon there, and then you go to Pentos with my kids until the war has blown over, and then bring them back. And she's like, this is because I don't have a dragon, right? She's like, it's absolutely because you don't have a dragon. I'm so sorry. And she is so mad, right?
Look, in fairness, in a nuclear lizard war, if you don't
have a nuclear lizard, yeah,
you should maybe not be fighting in the war.
Right. So Daemon shows up to Harrenhal. And
I love Daemon's whole adventure.
Yeah. He stalks through the hallways. Fucking, there's no one there. And he's like sneaking around in his like, he's got his sword, and he's like doing the James Bond thing. And he beats the shit out of like one guard, and he busts into the room. And this old man is sitting there having dinner, and is like, "Can I help you?" And Daemon's like, "Harrenhal belongs to me. Yield." And Simon's like,
"Okay,
I yield. Would you like some peas?" Like, it's the funniest non-thing ever, because like he was really expecting there to be a huge fight. Yeah. So we have Simon Strong and his 3 idiot kids, his 3 idiot sons, who are just like So Larys Strong is like officially in charge of Harrenhal, but they know that he had Harwin and Lionel murdered in season 1, so they hate him. But he's taken all the gold away, so like they only have enough gold there to like keep the bare bones running at Harrenhal. So they're like, yeah, we have no love for the Greens, and honestly, like, what are we gonna do? Like, we can't fight you. You have a big fucking dragon. Whatever. You do fine.
All we have is a broken down castle. So if you want to be in charge, great.
If you want this place, fucking go for it. I will warn you, this place is haunted as fuck. So
you're gonna see some shit.
Yeah, you need to be ready. And so yeah, long live Queen Rhaenyra. And he's like, great.
He just kneels down.
Yeah. So we meet Gawain Hightower, who's Alicent's brother. So they are about to set off to they're going in the direction of Harrenhal, but they're going to hit like
they have some
Duskendale and right, yeah. This is Sir Alfred. I don't know, fuckface. I can't remember his last name, but he so Rhaenyra's like war council is full of men who are like, silly girl, let the men deal with this, and she's the only one that makes sense. And they're like, well, you know that war is like a men's game, and she's like, how many of you been to war? Actually, like, my father made sure that we've had decades and decades of peace, so you guys are just as green at this as I am.
Also, how many of you have dragons?
Right, how many of you can ride a fucking dragon? So shut the fuck up. Look, anytime I can put in a picture of Rhaenys and Corlys being super cute,
you are right to do so.
Yeah. They're kind of disgust. So both of their children are dead. One of them probably isn't. You presume dead. And they're like, well, what do we do? And Corlys is like, we make more babies. And she's like, I am 60 years old.
That's not how that works, sir.
Anyway, they're really cute. This is Baela telling Rhaena. She's like, it's not because you don't have a dragon. This is a really important mission that we need you to do. And she's like, fuck you, it's because I don't have a dragon.
It's a very important diplomatic mission to Alderaan.
Yes, exactly. We get the shot of these dragon eggs. 3 of them are the dragon eggs that hatch in Game of Thrones.
I say that 3 of them should look very familiar.
Yes. Drogon, Viserion, and Rhaegal. So Aegon is feeling like he's not as involved in the war. So he's like, I want you to go into storage and pull out Aegon the Conqueror's fucking original armor, his like OG armor, put it on me. I am going to fly out and meet Crispy Cole and my brother, and we're going to it's going to be glorious.
We're going to go to war.
Yes. He says this with like a cup of wine in his hand. He's like drunk off his ass. And then Larys Strong comes in and is like,
that's a really fucking stupid idea.
That's really stupid. You should stay here. You're the king. If you get hurt.
You have people to do that for you.
So we meet Ulf.
elf.
Who is just a common dude, just one of the small folk.
But he has some oddly white hair.
Also some oddly white claims, which is, I'm a Targaryen, but no one can know, everyone be quiet.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone basically is like, you're a fucking liar. And he's like, no, I'm not. You can't prove it. And so because there's no Google and there's no genealogy, they can't look into it. This is Aegon making fun of his brother because he finds him in the brothel with
the Hoovers.
Yeah. Okay, so on their way, Gwaine Hightower is like, I do not sleep on the ground like a peasant. I'm going to go find a Holiday Inn. And Crispy Cole is like, well, we're out in this big fucking field, and oh, look, there's a dragon. And it's Bela, who has orders to recon only, do not engage.
Yes.
But she sees Crispy Cole.
And she engages.
Yeah, she's like, we are dive bombing the fuck out of these guys.
We're going to do a Dracarys.
Yes, but they escape. They narrowly escape into some trees, and she pulls off. So this is Daemon.
On the first of many acid trips.
Yes, who is like he's hearing strange things. His room leaks, and he'll see footsteps in front of his door, like under his door, and they'll just stand there, and then they'll walk away, and he's just like, "What the fuck is happening?" So he goes and explores the castle and finds the young version of Rhaenyra, played by Millie Alcock, sewing this fucking kid's head back on. And she's like, look at what you made me do. And Daemon's like, I didn't...
Look, I told them to kill the other guy, not the kid.
And not that it matters, but I wasn't the one that did this. Someone else did it, right? I can't be blamed for this. He blinks and he's in the Godswood at Harrenhal. And he meets Alice Rivers, who says only, you're going to die here, and then runs away. So Rhaenyra's big problem is that they, like, Vhagar is this gigantic dragon, and they only have, like two of their dragons are really small, and she's worried that they don't have the dragons to win the war, right? But also she's forming this relationship with Mysaria, who is like, I'm really good at sneaky shit, right?
Yeah.
And she more or less pledges herself to Rhaenyra because Rhaenyra was going to grant her freedom. And so she's like, you know what? That proved to me that you're pretty okay. Yeah. So I'm going to hang around here if you don't mind.
Like, you had no reason to free me, and you just freed me. So you seem like a person who's worth working for. Also, is there a way you can get me into King's Landing?
And Mysaria's like, why the fuck would you do that?
Why would you, of all people, want to go to King's Landing?
She's like, well, I need to meet up with Alicent. I need to make sure that we've exhausted all avenues to peace. And she's like, okay, well, you dress up as a nun, and because Alicent goes and prays a whole bunch, and you can accost her that way. Yeah. And so her and her Kingsguard dress up as a priest and nun, and they go, and she has a meeting with Alicent, who, when she sees her, looks terrified.
It's like, what the fuck?
And like Rhaenyra does hold a knife on her, and then she's like, I've begun badly.
Let me take a step back. Yeah. Look, can we not do a nuclear lizard war? Like, that would be really cool.
Like, can you just admit that you lied about my father changing his mind on his deathbed? And she's like, he didn't. Like,
yeah, he was talking about the prince that was promised.
Yeah, she's like, look, I can be a bitch sometimes, but I'm never a liar. So you tell me if I'm lying. And then Rhaenyra has her first little dose of doubt, where she's realizing, oh my God, am I on the wrong side of this? And then Alicent was like, yeah, he started going on about the prince that was promised. And then Rhaenyra's like, what?
The prince that what?
And so she's like,
because Rhaenyra knows the whole prophecy on the knife, but Alicent doesn't.
Right.
So Alicent didn't know the significance of what the old king was mumbling about.
Right. And so she's like, I just thought he meant Aegon. And Rhaenyra's like, he meant Aegon the Conqueror, you stupid fuck. And then Rhaenyra realizes that she's the righteous one in this scenario, and then Alicent realizes that she's not. And she's like,
oh, fuck.
It's too late.
Oh, fuck.
Like, the kids have been killed over this. It's too late. This is where we are. I'm sorry. get the fuck out of here before you get captured.
Yeah.
But Rhaenyra returns home. That's that look.
Whoa!
Yeah.
You pulled a fucking knife on me.
So Rhaenyra returns home knowing that she has there's positive proof, that she is the one that is in the right. So this is Daemon continuing his Scooby-Doo Haunted Mansion adventure, and he walks into the throne room to find Millie,
little Rhaenyra,
who is, as you can see in this,
she got
you
the
created
crazy eyes
yeah,
in this picture.
I picked that one on purpose, and then he cuts her head off.
Yep.
Is this some Freudian? Almost positively, yes. This is Simon being like, first of all, I told you this place is crazy. Also, this is Oscar Tully, whose grandfather is Grover Tully. And if you're thinking Oscar and Grover, you mean from fucking Sesame Street? Yes. That is why George R. R. Martin named him Oscar and Grover.
George R. R. Martin, you fucking hack.
Yeah. So Oscar's like, my grandfather is about to die, but until he does, I can't do anything for you, because Daemon really wants the Rivermen, or the River Lords on his side to create an army. And Oscar's like, look, my grandfather is very old, he can't do anything, and Daemon's like, well, you could just kill him.
Just go kill him.
Feather pillow over the face.
Yeah, he wouldn't feel anything.
And like Oscar's like, but I love my grandfather, and he's like, I'm sure you do, but like,
tough titties, kid. This is war.
I need an army, and so he's like, well, I'm not doing that. That's fucking crazy. So this basically is a scene that just tells us that Rhaenys knows that Corlys has a couple of bastard kids running around. She is spurned by it. She's embarrassed by it.
She's not happy about it.
But she loves Corlys. It's not the end of the world, right? This is Maester Orwyle delivering the abortion tea to Rhaenyra because she's been hitting that crispy coal in the regular.
Yeah, Alicent, you mean? You said Rhaenyra.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, Rhaenyra.
That was a long time ago.
Rhaenyra was hitting crispy coal a long time ago.
She was also getting the abortion tea.
Yes, she was.
Crispy coal, but
and that's the parallel we're supposed to be drawing, is that now Alicent needs the abortion tea as well.
Mm-hmm.
This is Alfred. Sir Alfred just being like, Rhaenyra, you're a woman.
You don't know what war is about.
Yeah, you're a woman. And this is Corlys being like, you better sit the fuck down. Because like Corlys shows up, it's like daddy coming home.
Yeah.
He's like, y'all are, yeah. So this is Duskendale. This is our first stop along the way to Harrenhal. They've taken it over. They killed the Lord there.
Like, all right, all you fucking swear to the Greens.
Yeah, and he doesn't. He's like, fuck you. And he's like, well, I guess I gotta cut your head off now. Yep. This is Aegon being really, everyone's making decisions without him. He's feeling really insecure about it. And his brother keeps just poking at him. They have this whole conversation in High Valyrian, which Aegon barely understands.
For all his faults, Aemon comes very close to replicating Daemon's smirk.
That's true. This is Larys Strong, by the way. Mm-hmm. We've not seen a good picture of him, but
this guy's a creepy fuck.
He's like the master of whispers. He's very.
He also really likes Alicent's feet.
Yeah, we like to call him Larys Feet Pick Strong.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Club Feet.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So this is Darren at Harrenhal again.
Daemon.
Damon. Sorry, what did I say?
Darren.
Oh yeah, we haven't met Darren yet. So Daemon is having another sleepless night at Harrenhal and meets he, first of all, follows a version of who he's following who he thinks is Aemond, who turns around and it's just him in an eye patch.
Yeah.
And he's like, what the fuck is this supposed to mean? Yeah. And then he meets Alice Rivers, who is like, who the fuck are you? And she says with a straight face, I'm a barn owl reincarnated into a woman through a curse. And he's like,
that's not real.
What? So
none of what you said is in the Bible.
Yeah, right. So she's like, well, I'm going to make you this drink out of what looks like the innards of an animal. Here, take a sip. And he takes a sip and he's fucking transported to the next day during a meeting. And he's like, he looks at the cup and he's like, what the fuck is happening? And he starts seeing, so this is Willem Blackwood, who in the first season was the kid. So when Rhaenyra goes on her tour for suitors, there's that one kid that pulls a sword on the Bracken guy and kills him.
Yeah.
That's that kid. He has a goatee now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good for him, I guess.
He sees a a vision of his dead first wife, second wife. He killed his first wife. Second wife, Lena.
Man, he's on his third wife.
Yes. So Aegon has a conversation with his mother, who is like, she's like, you're such a fucking disappointment. And he's like, you always say that all the time.
She's like, because it's true.
Yeah. He's like, what would you have me do? And she's like, do what you are capable of. Nothing. And then she leaves.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Alicent Hightower, fucking mother of the year.
Which, by the way, there's a scene that I didn't include, but after his son is murdered, there's a scene where she happens upon him breaking down and crying, and it's like any other mother would have walked in and comforted him, and she's like, oh, and then just walks away. Like she is a
disdain she has for her own children is
except for Helena, because Helena is perfect.
Yes.
So this is Gwaine questioning why Crispy Cole is being so insane all the time, and he's like, I would tell you about how I'm fucking your sister and all that other shit, but don't worry about it right now. This is Prince Pouts-a-Lot, who is, at any given time, if you see Jace pouting about something, it's because he wants to go and be useful.
He wants to go set people on fire with his dragon.
Yes. Or do something diplomatically or whatever. Or his big idea is, I should go to Harrenhal and talk Daemon straight. And everyone's like, yeah, right. Good luck with that.
Nobody can talk Daemon out of anything.
He's also confronted because Rhaenyra shows back.
He's like, it was okay for you to go to King's Landing, but I can't go to Harrenhal.
It is this hilarious thing where she disappears again, and then she just reemerges dressed like a nun, and everyone's like, "What is going on?" Okay, so Aegon takes the words of his mother, who says, "Do what you're capable of, nothing," and he goes, "Well, I'll show her.
I'll show them all."
And he gets on his beautiful dragon Sunfire and rides to Rook's Rest to help in the war effort. At the same time, the Blacks know that the Greens are going for Rook's Rest, and so they send their best dragon rider and their best dragon, Rhaenys and Meleys, to defend. And this is it's a good tactical move because Rhaenys is probably the most experienced dragon rider, and could maybe in a one-on-one could probably beat any of the dragons they have in a one-on-one, right? Just because of experience.
Vhagar would be tricky just because she's so big,
but it would not.
It would be closer.
It would be a coin. It would be a coin flip. Like it would not be. Yeah. So the Battle of Rook's Rest starts, and then they notice that there's a dragon coming.
Oh fuck!
And Kristen Cole is like, "There's the Black's dragon. Send up the signal flares." And you're like, "Signal flares for what?
What signal flares?"
And so Rhaenys just starts like burning the whole army
doing
and
dragon shit.
So signal flares go up, and it's revealed that Aemond is there with Vhagar.
Oh.
And his job is to get up and surprise Rhaenys and ambush her while she's attacking the army. But he looks up and notices that his dumbass brother, drunk as fuck, is flying to battle.
He's like, you know what?
Yeah.
Maybe I'll just chill for a minute. See how this plays out.
The wheels turn. He's like, maybe I see how this plays out.
You know what Daemon would do right now?
He'd wait.
He would wait.
He'd be sitting there spinning his fingers together like,
yeah. It's like, let's see how this plays out. So he tells Vhagar to wait. He's like,
we're just gonna chill.
Yeah, go back to your nap, Grandma. So here comes fucking Aegon. In his, of course, he's wearing Aegon the Conqueror's armor because he's got to look tough and shit. And Rhaenys is like, oh, here's my chance to kill the
war right here.
So she's like, fuck it, let's go.
Yeah.
And she fucking so first of all, the way they do these dragon battles is brilliant. They did a bunch of studying of how falcons fight each other and how birds fight each other, and that's how they base the movements and stuff. And Meleys lays into Sunfire, and it's bad. Like, Aegon is fucked. He doesn't have the experience. His dragon isn't as big. And this is where Aemon's like, you know what? Maybe I'll come into this.
Mm-hmm.
And while they're busy fighting, he approaches, and Aegon looks over, and here comes his brother. And
you
at
were
first
here the whole time, you motherfucker?
At first, he's like, oh my God, thank God it's Aemon, I'm saved.
Yes.
And then he realizes that he is in the blast range, and Aemon has every intention of torching them both.
Yes.
And this is the look of a man who's like, bro.
I thought we were bros.
I thought we were bros. And so he torches them both. Meleys and Rhaenys are fine.
Mm-hmm.
The Pretender and Sunfire go down, and there's like an explosion, right? Rhaenys looks back and realizes the Usurper King is almost certainly dead. That is the Green's biggest dragon.
Mm-hmm.
I can end the war right now. And so she tells her fucking dragon, she's like, turn around, girl, we're ending this shit today.
We're doing this.
Yes. And she and Vhagar go to battle, and it is epic as fuck. And it's both dragons take injuries, but like Meleys is not out for the count immediately, which is a big surprise because like Vhagar is so big. So however, somehow Aemon is able to like surprise Meleys and Rhaenys, and there's this heartbreaking shot of the last thing Meleys looks at before she dies is Rhaenys, and the last thing that Rhaenys looks at before she dies is Meleys, and she falls to the earth and dies, and that is the end of Meleys and Rhaenys. Which means the Blacks, fucking Godspeed. Like, you were, what a legend she was.
Yeah.
This means that the Blacks have lost their best dragon rider. I'm sure Daemon would say he was the best dragon rider, but
he's not.
And their largest dragon. This is an enormous loss. Now,
the Greens are down a dragon
and a king.
Yes.
So like so the Greens won Rook, or I don't know. I would actually probably say the Blacks won Rook's Rest, but like both sides took really heavy losses.
Mm-hmm.
So Aemon walks up to his brother, and he's probably gonna stab the bitch. And then Crispy Cole shows up.
He's like, "Hey, is that the king?"
Yeah. And he is this dude is somehow still alive, and somehow the dragon is still alive too.
Mm-hmm.
Though they both seem like they're probably about to.
They've seen better days.
Yes. This is the look of a man who has realized what happens when dragons go to war.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm just now realizing I don't have a dragon.
I've made a huge mistake.
I'm just running around on the battlefield on a fucking horse.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a shot of him like he's walking up to a guy. He's like, we got to go find the king. And he like tries to like get him up, and he just fucking disintegrates into ash. And he's like, oh, no. Corlys, there's one thing to know about Corlys, which is that
he loves his fucking wife.
Yes, in all of his years as the most feared man on the sea, all of his conquests, all of his battles, all of his treasures and trinkets and everything he's collected that built his house, he did it all for Rhaenys, and she's dead now.
Mm-hmm.
And he does not know what to do because both of his kids are dead and his wife is dead. So the Greens make a calculated, well, it's not calculated. They make a mistake.
Yes.
They parade the head of Meleys the dragon around King's Landing.
The idea being, hey, look, the Blacks lost this in big defeat. Look at what we have.
Yes. Look at what our king has done.
However, the common folk look at this and say, wait a minute. Dragons are not the immortal gods that we were told they are.
Yeah.
They're mortal just like us.
Yes. But also, this is a bad omen for a lot of small folk too. And that's the really big thing, is that a lot of people consider the dragons as gods.
Mm-hmm.
And so seeing one of them beheaded, a lot of them are like, oh, this is bad mojo. This is really bad. Because the Blacks will want to answer this. And like they're coming to King's Landing, and that's where we live. So that's a big problem. Also, they're like, the dragons are fucking cool. Why would you cut his head off and parade her around the fucking streets? They secretly bring in the usurper king, who is barely alive, has melted into his armor, and is not doing well. This is Malus being like, he's gonna die. I can try to save him, but like, y'all better prepare for a funeral. And this is the look of a mother who maybe should have told her son once that she loved him. She's like, oh no.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
But then
I didn't
she's
think
like,
you'd.
it'll be fine.
Yeah. You know what? I'm not that mad.
I didn't think you would actually be that stupid as to fly off to a fucking nuclear lizard war.
Yeah.
But here we are.
This is Rhaenys considering the fallout of this battle. Rook's rest was not worth her losing Rhaenys and Meleys over. And she wants to go. She's like, well, maybe I just take Syrax and go and kill Vhagar. And Jace is like, oh, that's dumb.
Are you sure about that?
She's like, Vhagar's really big, but Syrax is really quick. And he's like, girl,
No.
yeah,
No.
So back in the Riverlands, Daemon pulls the Brackens and the Blackwoods together, and he's like, y'all better start getting along because I need an army. And
Also, I have a giant dragon.
yes. And he looks at because the Blackwoods are already for Rhaenyra, so he looks at the Brackens and he's like, what are you gonna do? You gonna burn to death or are you gonna join me? And the fucking Bracken guy's like, fuck you, I'm gonna burn to death, and just turns around and walks away. And
I mean, if nothing else, you got to admire the sheer brass
right,
balls.
yes. And I love this shot, by the way. Caraxes just coming into frame behind him.
Like, can I burn him?
Yeah, he's
Can
like,
I burn him
can I
down?
eat him? Yeah. Afterwards, fucking Willem Blackwood's like, I told you, they're stubborn and loyal and tough, and they're just the worst. And Daemon's like, I know, I've loved them, and I need them on my side. So this is what you're gonna do. You're going to go and do a bunch of shit to their family that the crown cannot be seen doing. I don't care what it is. I don't care what you do. Just do it. Bring them to heel and put them in the army. And fucking Blackwood, who's been looking for every reason to attack the Brackens anyway, was like, I thought you would never ask.
And so he does.
Yeah, so this is Rhaena at the Eyrie. By the way, Jane Eyre, the longest neck in all of Westeros, is upset that the dragon that they've brought her to protect the Vale is a baby and can't fly yet. And she's like, you could have mentioned that. And she's like, sorry, I have to go to Pentos now. So sorry about the baby dragon. Massaria comes up with a plan for a little bit of espionage and sends one of the handmaidens out to go do some work in King's Landing. Okay, so this sentence is gonna. You're gonna have to think twice. Well, you're not. You've seen it, but if you've never seen this before, I apologize for the sentence I'm about to say. This is Daemon, in the middle of sex with his mother.
Okay.
Being interrupted by Simon Strong, who, when he
just normal Targaryen things.
When he looks down, she's not there anymore, and Simon's like, "Why do you look so aroused?" And he's like, well, it's because I was boning my mom.
I was balls deep in my mother.
Now,
not your mother,
my mother. Yeah, yeah. And fucking Simon's like, oh, Targaryens, dude, what the fuck? And Daemon's like, if you're asking if this is a Freudian thing, it almost certainly it is.
Absolutely is.
Yeah. And then he just fucking teleports to some other time in the day. He loses track of what time it is, like how long he's been like fucking his mother or whatever. So now there's a little bit of a succession crisis.
So Aemond is regent,
right?
Because
well, he's not regent yet.
Oh. Okay.
That's what this conversation is about.
Like,
the king is wounded.
Someone has to be in charge because Aegon is clearly incapable of ruling right now.
So Alicent stands up and gives her entire CV. She is an experienced ruler and stateswoman.
I practically ran the kingdom while my husband was bedridden.
Right. So you can choose the person with experience, or you can choose the person just because he's the man. And all the men at the table, of course, are like, we choose the man.
Yes.
And
Alicent's like, God fucking damn it.
This is the look of a woman who realizes that maybe she's on the wrong team.
Also that maybe, women's rights are something she should be campaigning for.
Yeah. This is Hugh Hammer, who he's one of the blacksmiths in King's Landing who makes the scorpions, the big anti-dragon guns. He has a very ill daughter. They're all starving to death because of the blockade. He's not being paid for his work to build the scorpions, even though the king promised, or the usurper promised. And so he's at the end of his rope. This is Crispy Cole being like, I just saw 2 dragons go to war. It was fucking terrifying. We're all going to die.
I think I have PTSD now.
Yeah. I'm a nihilist now. See you later. This is Hugh Hammer trying to flee King's Landing with his wife and his daughter, but they are held captive.
Yeah, they close the doors.
They close the doors, and they're like, you can't leave. You live here.
You
live
live
here
now.
Well, we're trying not to live here. And he's like, well, that sucks. All right. So Jace is like, I'm so tired of sitting around doing nothing. So without asking for permission, gets on his dragon Vermax, and he flies to the twins and talks to House Frey, the ancestors of Walder Frey, who are not that terrible. And he's like, when the Greybeards come down from Winterfell, I need them to cross here. You good with that? And they're like, what's in it for us? And he's like, you can have Harrenhal. And they're like, sold. And then privately, he's like, I should have asked Daemon about this.
Yeah. Daemon might not be okay with that.
So this is Daemon doing his HGTV episode of Let's Fix This House, but it's at Harrenhal.
Yes.
And so he's got, everyone's pitching in. They've got their scaffolding and shit. And he's chopping wood. So there is a conversation that happens between Baela and Corlys, because Corlys is like, Baela, you need to take over the Driftwood throne, Driftmark needs to pass to you. And she goes, I am like my grandmother. I am a dragon rider. I am fire and blood. You need salt and something else,
salt and sea or something.
Yeah. It would be really fucking
just legitimize one of your bastards.
It would be serendipitous if you had 2 bastards that you could, because I let me tell you, I have 0 interest in taking over Driftmark. So Rhaenyra gets fucking Alfred or whatever his name, and she's like, this is going to sound like I'm sending you away because I'm annoyed with you.
But I'm sending you away because I'm annoyed with you.
I need you to go to Harrenhal and see what the fuck Daemon is doing, because we don't know whose side he's on. Like, he could be doing anything right now. Like, he could be getting high at Harrenhal and just wandering the halls. None of us would ever know.
And talking to some barn owl.
Yeah, so can you go make sure he's not doing that?
He's like, what am I drinking? Is this peyote? And he's just walking around like,
this is really good shit. So he's like, okay, well, I can tell you're just sending me away to get out of your hair, but fine, I'll do it. So it's like 11 p.m. Daemon's not slept in days. He's finally starting to nod off, and there's a big knock at his door.
Like, God damn it!
Yeah. Simon Strong sticks his head in. He's like, well, the River Lords have found out what you've commanded the Blackwoods to do to the Brackens, and they're all really upset. And he's like, okay, well, this can wait until tomorrow morning. He's like, no, you don't understand. They're all here right now.
They're really upset.
They're here right now, and they would like to speak. And so he shows up, and he's like,
what the fuck do you want?
What do you want? And so they're like, I don't know how they do things in King's Landing or over at fucking old Valyria, where the fuck you're from. But in the Riverlands, we don't do this kind of crazy shit. So none of us are going to be in your army. And then they fuck off. And he's like, oh my God.
These fucking guys.
Yeah.
You do one little war crime, and suddenly you're the bad guy.
Chris, more than one. Dozens of war crimes. Just in this one stretch
you tell
of
a guy to break the Geneva Convention a few times, and suddenly you're the bad guy.
And he's like, look, I didn't do those things. The Blackwoods did them. They're like, we know that you told the Blackwoods to do it. And he's like, well, they shouldn't have listened.
I mean, what's the world coming to when a guy can't mutilate a couple dozen people?
Exactly,
like, what's going on here?
He's like, we only have their wives imprisoned. It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
Rhaenyra offers the position of Hand of the King to Corlys, who at first sees this as a consolation prize for his dead wife. But then Baela's like, Rhaenyra doesn't give consolation prizes to anyone.
Like, she fucking trusts you.
She's asking you because she wants you to do it. So like, we need you in this war. You need to get over Rhaenys and get into the fight. Somehow Aegon is still alive.
Somehow Aegon returned.
Yes. He is in bad shape, but he's stable, and Meleys is now thinking, well, he might actually live. Now, Rhaenyra has a problem. Her biggest dragon is dead. Her most experienced dragon rider is dead.
Vhagar is still out there.
Yeah, Vhagar is out there somewhere. Caraxes could be on anyone's side with Daemon. So they can't count on Caraxes being there.
So they have at best 3 dragons.
Yeah, they have Syrax, who's never been to war. They have Moondancer, who's like 10 years old, who's never been to war. And they have Vermax, who's like 10 years old, who's never been to war. And she's like, what do we do? And then Jace is like, there are 3 dragons that don't have riders on Dragonstone right now. And I bet if we were to go back in our genealogy, we can find people of noble birth that are close enough to being Targaryen.
Bastards.
Not bastards.
Yeah.
Not yet. No.
Oh.
They're looking for people of noble birth who have any link to the Targaryen family, however tenuous it is.
One little drop.
Yeah.
And this is leading up to actually one of my favorite parts.
Well, we're not there yet though. We're not that desperate. We're not that desperate to go for bastards yet.
No.
Okay.
So yeah. This is fucking Tywin Lannister, who is, by the way, the Lannister armies have lions. Of course they do. And I have not seen season 3 yet. We recorded this on the eve of the world premiere, but it would be the funniest shit if the Lannister army gets in a battle and they let the lions go and the lions just eat the Lannisters. It'd be the funniest shit ever.
It would be epic to see lions on the battlefield, though.
Eating Lannisters specifically.
Specifically.
Yeah. So this is Alicent being like, look, I know you're young and you're like, you want to be king or whatever the fuck.
You want to be Daemon.
Yeah, but you need to listen to the people at least who are giving you counsel and who are wiser than you. And he's like, yeah, you're fired. Get out. And she's like, oh, I hate my kids so much.
Except Helena.
Yeah, except for Helena, she's perfect.
Perfect.
She's beautiful and perfect, and she's never done anything wrong in her life.
Yes.
So Corlys has returned to Dragonstone with his Hand of the Kingpin on, which Rhaenyra looks over and sees that he's wearing it, and she's like,
all right, then.
That's good. So they've done a big genealogy project, and they've noticed that her Kingsguard guy, Sir Darklyn, has, however tenuous it is, a slight connection to family Targaryen.
Okay.
And she's like,
how would you like to dragon?
Yeah, she's like, we need more dragon riders. But I'm going to tell you right now, one of 2 things is going to happen. First, and the most likely, is you're going to be burned alive and eaten. And even if you're not, you will be changed. Like, being a dragon rider will change you. And before the sentence is even fucking complete, he goes, sold. I'll do it.
She's like, all right.
And
then.
she's like, you heard me about
Right.
the being burned alive and eaten thing. And he's like, you know what? I'll never get an opportunity like this in my life. Let's fucking go. This is Daemon at Harrenhal. Still tripping balls. He walks into the throne room. This is a repeat of a scene from season 1, after Daemon at a brothel made a joke about heir for Viserys' son who dies, calling him the heir for a day, and how upset Viserys was. And he says all the same lines from season 1. This is a really good scene. And Daemon's like, you're not still mad about this. Oh my God.
Dude, it was so long ago. Like, you're dead.
Yeah.
How are you still mad about
this? And then he just like collapses into one of them. And Simon Strong is like, you really don't like this place, do you?
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Oh God.
And Damon's like,
I'm
one
okay
of you is
enough to do this.
Yeah, one of you is poisoning me or something. I don't know what the fuck's going on, but I've got my eye on you. And he's like, I told you when you got here. I told you Harrenhal is
place
crazy.
Is fucking haunted.
And then Alice, he goes to leave. Right.
And this fucking barn owl shows up.
Yep. She's like, look, in 3 days, something big will happen. And she walks away. And he's like,
just scurries away.
What will happen? What?
Could you be any more vague?
Yeah. So, yeah.